Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me.
Right.
Go ahead. Did he say I want to say something? Then
Went on mute. This nigga.
Yeah,
All right.
that's crazy.
Hey man, y'all welcome back to the MVP's Lounge. We're joined by the MVPs Frank White, Kris Kudo, Soul Survivor Tornado. I'm King. How y'all doing?
Yeah. Let's get this show cracked.
So Kudo, you just not gonna say nothing? That's crazy, bro. That's
My
wild.
bad. I'm over here. I'm eating dinner right now. So.
Oh, you eating dinner? Oh, okay. It's all right. It's all right. What you eating?
I got some fried chicken and some homemade fried rice.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, bro.
Say what? You say with your chest? What happened?
That's what he thought.
Hey, Soul is hilarious, bro.
This man's wilder, bro.
Jesus Christ.
NXT, right, man. Happened? NXT opens
what happened?
They open up with Gallus versus the Rascals, returning to a tag team match after 4 years, 4 long, arduous years, back together again. Mid-match, commentary brings up Joe Hendry, and my guy appears up like the boogeyman at the top of the ramp to join commentary. It seems like once you say his name, he really just appears. So now I know it's just a gimmick, but like I'd want to see if that nigga would show up on Raw or SmackDown if they just mentioned him.
We gonna find out at some point.
Yeah, he did say any place, anywhere, he'll show up, which I mess with. The Rascals get a big victory over Gallus here in their return, but my problem is I don't know what's going on with Gallus because I feel like they be having these dudes go up and down on the spectrum. Same thing with Lexis King. Like they have them win 1 week, lose the next week, win 1 week, lose the next week. Like it's very roller coastery with them.
It's a lot of 50-50 booking with them. I can agree with that. It definitely is 50-50 booking with them. It's like they'll get a win you just do not expect them to get, and then next thing you know, they're losing to these 3 children in this group. What is it, Little Rascals?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Yeah, because the 50-50 booking has got to stop. Not just for them, just for anybody, really. That shit sucks. Them and it makes people look stupid because it's just like it looks like they're just spinning in a fucking circle because it's just like you win 1 week, lose next week, win 1 week. It's like, bro, there's no direction for this person, like, or this group, or like, what are we doing with it? It's just like at one point, Gallus was booked strong as hell. Like they came in like gangbusters, and now they losing to a group of children. Like, what's happening? So I don't know. Inconsistent booking got to get fixed, but this is a decent win for the Little Rascals, whatever their name is. Like, this is a good victory for them as far as pushing them going forward. I think eventually they're gonna end up in a tag match with the tag champs of NXT. I feel like that's a match they would want to put on. There'll be a lot of flippy shit in that match.
Oh yeah, no, the flip's gonna be out of control when it comes to that. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Probably the Great American Bash or No Mercy. It depends on what they feel like doing, but I mean that's the see to come, honestly. Plus TNA eventually gonna do a collaboration with them because Joe Hendry keep talking about it. They all keep talking about it. It's gonna happen. I don't know when though.
They're gonna do a TNXT event.
Yeah, it needs to be a whole takeover event. Bring it back. But after this match, we get a backstage segment in Ava's office where Oro Mensah pulls up, and again he got his problems with Ethan Page, and he wants his match with him, and Ava ain't trying to have it since Oro keep illegally pulling up and attacking niggas, even though he keeps getting ejected from the ring. And Ethan Page is like, all right, now I'm gonna have my title match tonight, not against you though, but against Dante Chen, the chinless wonder, the Asian dude.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we giving Dante Chen title matches because why not? I'm gonna be real. At this point, if Dante Chen can get a title match, I can get a title match.
That sounds like some AEW booking right there.
Yeah, like if Dante Chen can get a title match, Kudo can get a title match. So can Frank, and so can Skull.
That's definitely some AEW ass booking if I ever seen it. Hey, we know you ain't really been on TV but twice in the last 2.5 years. Come get this main event title match. And I don't mean the title match being in the main event. I just mean it's the main event title. Like, what are we doing here? Why is Dante Chen getting? Let's get him on TV for 3 weeks consecutively before giving him fucking title shots. Like, make it make sense. I kind of like the angle. At least for what I see them playing is the whole Ethan Page won the title from Trick, even though he didn't beat Trick. So now he's avoiding Trick because when it was 1-on-1, Trick already beat him, and he won the title he won that belt in a fatal 4-way where Trick didn't have to be pinned to do it. So Trick got to go through some adversity trying to get his title back, and with Ethan Page, he's going to be the cowardly heel by, trying to run from and avoid Trick.
Yeah, that's pretty much been his MO, honestly. He's not trying to give Trick his title match, and we find that out a little later. But yeah, they book it. It's gonna be Ethan Page versus Dante Chen later on tonight for the NXT title. Again, last time we saw Chen, he lost his kendo stick match against Lexus King. So now he's just back and getting title matches. So yeah, we digress on that point though. On to more important things. Roxanne Perez, she's looking to get her flowers. Okay, she needs respect to be placed on her name. She pointed out that she's gonna be the greatest NXT Women's Champion, better than Charlotte, better than Asuka, better than Bayley. And she's like, I hear all the talk about all y'all niggas talking about Julia gonna show up and take the belt, or Stephanie gonna show up and take the belt. Well, she said, roll out the red carpet because they gonna lose to her too. Plain and simple. They not able to step in this ring and beat the Prodigy. I messed with the promo. She gonna lose though, but I messed with the promo though. She definitely gonna lose though.
She every chick she named, she ain't nowhere on the level of none of them. Not a single solitary one. Not one. She ain't on none of their levels. And I don't even mean now. I just mean when they were on the same level as her, meaning down in NXT. She ain't even touching them, not even remotely close. Like, bitch, you gonna reach Oscar. You lost. You can never touch Oscar. You've lost before. That right there lets me know you talking about history. You ain't paying as much attention as you're saying everybody else ain't paying attention to. You can't catch Oscar. You've lost before. Nobody ever beat Oscar. Who's ready for Oscar? In NXT, it was fucking nobody. She literally had to give the belt away. I've been beating up on you bitches long enough. Here, fight over this. I'm out. Peace. Shayna still, even though she had more than one reign, longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. Still, she probably got a little ways to catch her too.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, good promo, but you capping there because Lord knows you ain't on none of their levels. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm kind of over her title reign. Like I'm one of those of the camp. I believe Lola Vice should have beat her. I didn't really agree with her winning. I guess she's I guess they do want her to drop that title eventually to one of the new girls that's coming in. But I personally would have preferred her losing to Lola White, especially the way they built Lola up. Like it took some time for them to build Lola up, and then to have her lose to her like that, I wasn't a fan. I'm not going
Nah,
on that.
I agree. I agree. Lola definitely should have won.
Plus, it's just like whether they like it or not, it's difficult trying to book somebody that small as a dominant champion. It's not believable. I know they giving it they all, and they trying to tell some good stories, but it's just like it's not believable of her being a dominant champion at all, considering how small she is. She's noticeably smaller than every woman in the women's division. This would be like the equivalent of when Zelina Vega was in NXT. They just all of a sudden just booked her to be a dominant women's champion. It's like, bro, that shit ain't believable. This you got a motherfucker that's 5 foot even, or 4'11". Like, who believing they whooping somebody's ass? Even with suspended belief in wrestling, it's just like she's going to struggle on that main roster, bro. Especially when they put her up in matches with motherfuckers like Jade, Bianca, Bailey, Nia, Rhea Ripley. Like, those, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, she was talking about she might be better than Rhea too.
Yeah,
She must have forgot when Rhea showed up on NXT and folded her in half.
folded her ass like origami. I'm better than Rhea too. I was gonna say she folded her ass up like a taco, but that probably sound
Nah,
crazy.
you could have said that. It would have been accurate.
I can't say she folded Roxanne Perez like a taco. That sounds crazy. What's next, bro?
Oh. Thea Hill pulls up on her and gets her in the Kimura lock. Thea Hill wants to smoke, bro. She wants to smoke.
Why you bullshitting Thea more over than she is? It's just like I don't know. It's just like it was cute at first, but now it's just like she's kind of worn out her welcome, like, and it's just like her low key too. Roxanne's it's her delivery. It makes it seem like her personality is dry as fuck. So you kind of just be like, whenever she cut promos, you just like, oh boy, here we go with the bullshit.
I will say, yeah, her delivery, like, it don't be sounding like I don't know. It just don't be sounding good sometimes.
It
Like,
sounds like it sounds like she's reciting confidence instead of actually having confidence. I don't know if that makes
yeah.
sense at all.
No, I do.
But
Like, it sounds like she's reading it from her promo instead of just like actually just saying it.
yeah, okay, whatever it is you're saying, even if it is a script, like you have to speak that shit into existence. You got to say that shit like those are your words and mean that shit. Because to a degree, it should be somewhat based in theory off of how you would really feel. What? That's just me.
No, that's the truth. You're right. Up next, built up from last week after the attack of Brooks Jensen, the young OG takes on Brooks Jensen 1-on-1. And Jensen is joined by Josh Briggs on the outside, even though he told him to stay out of this and he's trying to handle it by himself. Brooks looked actually really good in this match. And I was kind of surprised a little bit. And he actually probably had the most advantage over Javon right up until Sean Spears walked out to the ramp. And then once Briggs was about to pull up on him, Brooks went to the outside and told him to stay back and back off of him. And once he gets back in the ring, he gets caught lacking by Evans and loses. So, yeah, kind of him being distracted by Briggs' interaction with Sean Spears cost him this match. They got something going on there with Sean Spears
Yeah.
and Brooks.
Still with Sean Spears and Brooks.
Yeah, they got some weird going on there.
Yeah. Figure that out eventually. Good strong win for Javon Evans. It helps push dude, crazy dude, helps push his descent into absolute lunatic even further because he finally got a match and then he lost. I don't know. I'm color me intrigued. I'm looking to see where this may go. I have no clue as of right now.
Hey, I'll tell you where it goes by the end of the show. But up next, JC Jane and company pulls up to antagonize Lola Vice backstage.
She should have did a spinning back fist on all them bitches. One move, knocked out 4 bitches.
She should have, honestly. But Lola's like, all right, bro, you're gonna have this match with me later on. So Lola and JC Jane gonna have a match later on. And we pan to the back again, where Charlie Dempsey pulls up on the Don and the family as they're playing cards for some reason near the boiler room. And he comes to ask the Don a question. It was a weird question because it was seeming like he was talking about a hypothetical. How would you handle a situation of handling a specific woman or something like that? I don't know what the hell he was talking about. It sounded like he was saying either how to get rid of a woman or how to do something of that nature. And the Don wasn't having none of that. He was like, hey, bro, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but you're going to have to handle that stuff yourself.
So I don't need move like that, Playboy.
Because last week they got rid of so Damon Kemp. I don't know if you noticed, Damon Kemp got released. So their way of getting him off TV was to throw him in a trunk.
Same truck they threw Ricochet in, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ricochet at least got into a hospital truck. This nigga Damon Kemp got thrown into the trunk of a car.
I mean, shit, getting put in the back of an ambulance, that's really just the trunk.
True. Disappearing is disappearing. Nonetheless. Dempsey
Either way,
asking for
you can
weird
die.
questions.
You can die in the back of either one.
Yo, saying Ricochet died in the back of the hospital truck, that's why he not here no more. It's crazy.
Sent Ricochet to the upper room. That's crazy.
Yo, Samantha, hey man, listen. You know, we'll talk about that at the end of the show. We were wondering where Trick was at most of this night, but immediately after this, we get another segment of Trick Williams chilling in the bag on his phone on FaceTime with Ilya Dragunov, asking him what he should do next because Ethan Page not getting him his title shot, and he don't know what to do. And Ilya's like, well, I can't help you with that, brother. You're going to have to find your own solution to this problem. And in the background, you got Pete Dunne sitting down, giving him a death stare. So Trick pulls up on him to ask him for advice, since, you know, Pete Dunne used to be a former champion as well. And Pete Dunne told that nigga to get the hell away from him and left. Oh, man. Shouts out to Pete Dunne. I mean, I guess he's going to be doing some side quests down here at NXT as well with his thing with Sheamus.
Looks to be that way, which I think they're doing that too because I think they're trying to really figure out what they got with Pete Dunne. I'm kind of hoping. I mean, he can do some matches in NXT, but I'm kind of hoping they put him in something meaningful on the main because he's not gonna be in a tag team for the foreseeable future because Tyler Bate got a serious injury. So I'm really interested to see what they do with Pete moving forward. As far as whether they gonna move him to NXT or keep him where he already is. He got motion in both places right now, so I don't know.
No, that's true because I mean he got something going on with Sheamus. Um, which honestly, I mean, I talked about this before, like way back when he was still Butch and the Braun and Bruce. I was like, they to turn this nigga back into Pete Dunne, he needed to like kill off Sheamus. So I'm glad we about to go that route. It's just I'm not sure why they had him show up in NXT here.
I'm not exactly. I don't know. I think first of all, I am here for a Trick and Pete Dunne match. That I think that'll be fire. Not to mention, I help think it'll give Trick a chance to really look good in a match. I think that's definitely something he need as well. Get him a good rivalry going before he get back into the Ethan Page bag. I'm trying to figure out, are they going to have him face somebody before they get back to him and Ethan Page, like outside of like facing Pete Dunne possibly? Like,
You know, it's a weird thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, let me get this out the way. I feel like Triple H, because I'm pretty sure he also looks at NXT as well. I'm pretty sure he's looking at NXT and he probably like, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, Sean. Your men's division looking weak. Like, he probably look like, yo, this thing weak as hell. Like, I'm gonna just start sending you some people, low key, and they're gonna be working both brands. Because if we being real, who's really left in that? Because like, you just threw Wesley back into the tag team now. So, like, the people they have lined up for next are nowhere near ready. Lexus King,
yeah,
Eddie Thorpe, Dante Chen.
I think that's why he actually put the title on Ethan Page, because it gives you somebody who's already established and known as a champion, and also he's heel. And I feel like there was more faces to gun for the title than there were heels. So to balance it out, put put the title on a heel, and then have people chase the heel for the title.
Nah, 1000%. Because it's really looking rough out there in NXT when it comes to the men's division. Like they lacking. Let's see. Dante Chen versus Ethan Page for the NXT title. Chinless Wonder. Gonna be real with y'all right quick. I don't care about Dante Chen. He don't have a chin. I don't care about him. His moveset weak. His entrance weak. His chant is weak. He weak altogether. Now some of y'all might like him, and I won't hate you for it. You can like who you like. I don't mess with dude. He mid as hell. Low key trash actually. Ethan Page whoops him, hits him with the ego's edge, and gets him up out of here. I don't care about Dante Chen. I don't care about them building that nigga. I don't care at all. Oro Mensah attacks him after the match, and then gets a pin on top of him to say that he got a pin over him. But that's it. I don't care about neither of them dudes, to be honest with you. But that's just my 2 cents on that.
Well, next subject.
Gallus boys do not, and I mean do not like Joe Hendry at all. They said this nigga's the worst Scotsman ever. He needs to go back to Scotland and get the hell up out of here. When they think of Scotland, they think of Drew McIntyre and Gallus, not Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry will appear no matter anytime his name is stated. So I don't know if they're gonna do something with Gallus and Joe Hendry, or if that was just a random beef they just had. But yeah, that was the segment.
He'll probably pull up on him next week.
Yo, bringing my guy Joe Hendry every week is hilarious, bro. I'm with it.
He just might. He just might.
Let's see what else we got on this. We got Izzy Dame versus Tatum Paxley. Tatum has been obsessed with Izzy. She usually runs through many obsessions over the course of these next few weeks. And she pretty much beats Izzy Dame quite easily. And Wendy Chu pulls up and hands her a doll of Izzy Dame that Tatum attaches a head to. I don't know if they're gonna do a Wendy Chu Tatum tandem tag team or something in the future, but they got some weird girl energy going on. So I mean, I can see them doing that. Let's see. Ren Sinclair, another young women's talent on the roster, pulls up on No Quarter Catch Crew, and she wants to join the squad.
I think this is kind of cool because they obviously do left the group because he's out of the company, but it would make sense to have a girl. I mean, especially if she, the whole thing though is if she's as good as the rest of them, as far as being a technical wrestler. But I think if she is good like that, shit, by all means, put a girl in the group.
I don't think she's really a technical wrestler. She seems like, if I remember correctly, she was one of those I don't want to say flippy effect people, but she was more of a mix between Matt and a hint of flips, possibly. But I mean, hey, you can. She's gonna be with them, so they can literally show her the way. That's the point of it. Like, show her the way of how y'all trained and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I'm all for Ren Sinclair joining. Women joining factions is always the thing I always put over. Like Dark Order, Sanity. Shoot, I mean, I would love to have. I was trying to add a female to the Imperium group at some point, even a Bloodline, but I don't think they're ever going to do that stuff.
Yeah, they ain't doing none of that. But yeah, it'll be a good look for them. I mean, every group might not need it, but I think it'd be kind of cool look for them. Couldn't hurt to try to do that.
Yeah, maybe she might bring just a hint of personality to the other two dudes on the roster. Lola Vice versus JC Jane. Lola dog walks JC Jane.
Good. I want to see this bitch on TV longer than she need to be on TV.
Yeah, she gets dog walked, and Fallon Henley and the rest try to attack her after the match. And Lola is saved by Carmen Petrovich and oh my god, I forgot the name. Who else was there? Carmen and
So Ruka.
There we go. So Ruka. Yeah. So we definitely getting a 6-woman tag match out of them at some point.
For sure.
Let's see what else we got. Tatum Paxley again backstage. Kaylani comes by and Tatum asks if she wants to play with her with some of her dolls. And Kaylani's like, nah, that's kid stuff. I'm good on that. But you have fun though. And when she leaves, Tatum picks up a doll that looks exactly like Kaylani. And I think she's got her next target lined up. I mean, low-key,
yeah, I really don't get this girl's gimmick, but carry on. I guess somebody will find it interesting.
She's just crazy. That's all we got. Out the Mud versus the Club. 6 6-man tag match. Yeah, I like this match.
It's pretty decent. It did what it needed to do. I don't know what they plan on doing with OTM because they get a lot of 50-50 booking too. Like
Yeah,
one week they'll win, next week they lose. One week they win, next week they lose. It's just like I don't know what they really plan on doing with this group.
I talked about it from last week's show after they got the win. I was like, it was a big win for them. Again, a win over Gallows and Anderson, but now this week, now they just lost to them. So in the end, I would hope OTM can get this final win and upgrade themselves. Like, because honestly, each week that they're here, both what's them niggas' name? Lucian Price and something else. Yeah, we can call the other dude Aaron Gordon. Lucian Price and Aaron Gordon, they get better every time. They fits is disgusting, but they get better every time in the ring. And eventually, once they start matching, they can have something there. Jada Parker, we already know, is already a star already as it is. So, like, I kind of need just the final match between the club and them in like a 6-man tornado tag or something, where they do something to finish us off and have OTM get this win because Gallows and Anderson don't need none of this. They don't need to win. They don't need like OTM needs this more than they do.
Way more than they do. Way more. I don't know. It's plus it's kind of weird too because just like the two girls just had a street fight, so you would think that whole thing was over, but it's still going. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, they got them dudes trapped in a revolving door. I don't know what's going on, but I hope they fix that. On to the next stuff we got here. Ashanti the Adonis and Cedric Alexander are backstage. And while Cedric is trying to game plan with Ashanti and what their next moves are, Ashanti is too busy looking at all the women that Sean got on his roster, which, again, you can't blame him. But this man is just solely focused on the women. And then he sees Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson go by, and now he's spitting game at them. And Oro Mensah was not a fan of that. Not a fan of it at all. So now he wants to throw hands with Ashanti.
Yeah, this Oro Mensah, he just looking to try to fight everybody.
Son, it's like the moment Norm Dar got injured, this dude was like, "Yeah, let me throw hands with every nigga so I can get on TV."
Let me just start fighting everybody. Like now, all of a sudden, he's just wanting to be. Now, all of a sudden, he's just wanting to be. Let me fight everybody. Let me fight everybody. I'm like, where was this energy before Noam Dar got hurt? Because before he was just perfectly fine sitting the sidelines. But I dig it. He ain't gonna do nothing but lose, but I can dig it. Who knows? He might win.
You're not wrong. I mean, he might win. I mean, it's just a match against Ashanti. I mean, I don't really know what Ashanti be doing in the ring, to be honest with you.
This is really, I mean, to be honest, it's really 50-50 because they both don't do shit. They both ain't on TV like that. So it's just like, or meant to just start getting on TV good. So it's like you can't even really count him as being no super favorite against the other guy. But it should be a decent match, though. I have the one or Mensa match I did see, I enjoyed. So there's that.
I guess we're gonna see what Ashanti got because next week it's gonna be Ashanti the Adonis versus Oro Mensah 1-on-1. We also gonna get Lexis King versus Eddie Thorpe because apparently during one of Eddie Thorpe's DJ shows, Lexis King pulled up on him for some reason. Now, as we talked about earlier, Eddie Thorpe is a DJ now. I don't know why, but he is. He was Native American one day. He a DJ the next day.
Bruh, he was just doing. I thought he was finna be Chief J Strongbow Jr. Next thing I know, this motherfucker turned into a whole ass DJ. I'm like, where did that come from?
My nigga was Night Wolf and T Hawk, and then now he just DJ Khaled. I'm like, what happened, bro? What happened overnight, my guy?
Yeah, excuse me. I'm not certain what the hell went on with this dude. But here we are.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, I feel like him and Lexus King been beefing forever. Because I feel like before he switched gimmicks, he was beefing with Lexus King.
He might have been. I can't remember. I think he has. Yeah, he was. And then they left their feud, and then I think Lexus went to the Dante Chen dude, and then I don't know. It was they listen. Lexus King just being random feuds that he be winning and losing. He don't get built up enough. And Eddie Thorpe is now went from Native American to a DJ. So I don't know what this is why I think they really sent Pete Dunne down here because yeah, it's looking real nasty right now. They're gonna have to start bringing in more established names to NXT again, like the way they used to, because some of these niggas, they just ain't got it, bro.
And again, like I said before too, when it comes to that, I think people always talk about like the good old days of NXT, but I'm like, NXT was like that because they was bringing in guys who was already established and well known on the indie circuit. Like with the guys, the women was more organically built because there was a lot of girls that was in house. But all the guys that was there at the time were a bunch of dudes from the indie circuit. And see, now it's the opposite. They more or less bringing in women, big time female names from the indies, and then the guys are more organically being built in house, which I'm all for.
Yeah, like again, I don't mind building people up. Like I'm all for that. Like building people from the ground up is great. It's just when they just don't have something there. Like look at like so for example, right? So yes, Javon Evans was in DPW before this for like I think a year or two or whatever. Like he really didn't have like a full established name. So showing up here so far, he's already like built himself to a high standard. Lexus King, we saw him in AEW, Brian Pillman Jr. He got extremely buried by MJF. Extremely buried. And again, he ain't really do much. And now he came here. He's repackaged as Lexus King. And he started out decent, but like now he's just been all over the place. He's just been in again a revolving door of all right, I'm here, but now I'm there, and now I'm here, and it's like it's nothing. He's plateaued. He's not going anywhere. They just keep having him in the in the same stuff, like 50-50 up and down roller coaster. Like they really gotta like one, get consistent with him, and two, go somewhere with it.
The writing has been terrible. They're not giving these people any real stories to latch on to and really build something with. And that's the thing. But that's also something I kind of look at the wrestlers about too, because it's just like you don't need a real big idea for a story to work. Again, one of the best NXT storylines of all time. Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black. So
Say my name.
Their whole feud was just based off of Velveteen Dream wanting Aleister Black to say his name. He wanted acknowledgement from him. And it turned into one of the best feuds in the NXT brand's history. It don't take much, but you have to give motherfuckers something. And then when you do get that little bit of real estate, you got to take that shit and run with it. You can't have everything handed exactly to you. That's for the wrestlers. That is.
Nah, exactly. It's like you gotta really. You also got to stand up for your gimmick and for yourself, really, because if Sean is like saying, all right, you're gonna do this and that, it's okay to be like, hey, yo, Sean, real talk, like, what direction are we going in? Like, it's okay to ask that. You don't have to be like, all right, I don't want to say nothing. Like, no, you can, like, bruh, like if I'm
honest, that promo Walter cut last night applied to majority of wrestling, and I'm honestly glad he said it, which is you got a bunch of people out here who are fans, and they content being fans and being able to live out a dream by working in the same place as somebody they admired as children work. Cool. I ain't here for that though. And that's dope for his gimmick, but I think as a mindset, a lot of wrestlers should probably take heed to what the hell he said, because to a degree he was right. A lot of people are content in what goes on there and around them. Nobody stands up enough for themselves because, for starters, I think a lot of people are just soft and afraid to stand up for themselves because they're afraid of what comes with that. But it's just like you probably get a promotion or you probably get pushed more if you did stand on some sort of principle. Hey, I'm protecting my finisher. I'm not hitting my finisher for them to kick out. I don't give a fuck about no false finishes, or we want to really get the crowd into it. Okay, you want to get the crowd into it by having them kick out and be unsuspecting. Okay, how about this? Stop going for pins and then allowing the person to get the ref to count to two on simple moves. Simple things like that. It's a hard scoop slam. Why are you letting them count to two? Cut it out. It's a regular suplex. Why are you letting them count to two? Start beating. I've said this a million times before too. Start beating people with your signature move, not your finisher, your signature move. That way, there's a false finish. Baron Corbin was like one of the only people who was doing that, with nobody kicking out at the end of days, and he was beating people with the deep six. But he was like the only person that was doing it.
Nah, it's a
People
real
got to
shame
start
how
taking
some
more pride in
people
their work.
not true. Like they don't they're not trying to actually really do that, which again, I'm not sure why, to be honest with you. But it's yeah, people are because look, even Monday night, Sheamus beat Bronson Reed with he didn't beat him with a bro kick, he beat him with like a pump knee that he be doing, which was nice to see again. He didn't have to use his finish, he beat him with a signature kind of move. Like it's just it's rare that people even do it, and it's nice to see. Hey, look, all right, I don't need to use my finisher to beat this guy. I can beat him with my signature, like because not everybody has to use their finisher to win. It just
Right.
shows that
And that,
levels are to where you're at.
I was just about to say that. That also shows us levels to this shit. Certain people you shouldn't even have to use your finisher for. I remember back in the day, The Rock would beat some people with the rock bottom. He shouldn't have to use his. He shouldn't have to use the people's elbow to put everybody away. It's unnecessary.
But we digress. All we're trying to say is that the men wrestlers we got currently right now, that's going to be next up after Trick, Oba, and the rest of the guys are gone, are not looking good. So, Sean, figure that out before it's too late. Don't wait till last minute. Speaking of greats, it's going to be Duke Hudson of Chase U going one-on-one with Oba Femi for the North American Championship in the main event. It's time.
Big boy.
Hey, Duke Hudson is, they call him the MVP for a reason, bro. My guy pulled up in this match, took his headband off, took the shirt off. He pulling up heavy from deep, and he turns up in this match. Like, I really like this match. Duke Hudson, really enjoy his work. He's got singles potential going forward. I mean, again, right now, North American Championship is like, it's being latched on by a guy he can't beat right now. But eventually, once that's gone, or if they end up moving them up, he's got all the potential in the world to be a champion.
Agreed. Agreed. I I was thoroughly impressed with Duke Hudson in this match. Obi, of course, still did his thing, but yeah, I was impressed with Duke Hudson, and I kind of already had seen it before, just to a little bit, seeing how you perform in the matches. I was just like, if he got any type of personality, he'd be all right. But then seeing this match, I was like, okay, he is really, really good in the ring. He can go.
Yeah,
Like I said, if he got any type of personality, he's going to be a superstar.
Yeah, they can keep him with Chase U and all. It's just like it's just, man, dude's really good, bro. It's a shame that Obafemi, well, not a shame, but it's a shame for him that Obafemi is
Just the
just,
current champion.
yeah. Because if this is any other dude, he probably would have got the win here, but nah, bro. Obafemi is unstoppable. He cannot be stopped. This is match of the night for me.
Different, brother.
Yeah. And man, the way he be chucking dudes like it's nothing, like they just furniture. Yeah, that's
Bro be throwing grown ass dudes like they children.
Yeah. Duke Hudson, you held the L here tonight, but hey, bro, kudos to you, man. You tried your best. But as Oba stands tall, we get to footage of the outside of Briggs and Brooks arguing. And Brooks said he dipping, he up out of here. And he gets into a vehicle with a driver we cannot see, and they drive off. And the driver, I believe, 1,000% is Sean Spears.
We shall see.
Hey,
we shall see.
He's bringing the aggression out of these niggas. That's what Sean Spears does. And I'm here for it. That was NXT. I enjoyed the show. I'm here for next week's show because they always got some fun little shenanigans going on here. Great American Bash should be, I think they said, July 30th and August 6th. It's going to be a 2-day event. So I guess we're going to be building towards the Great American Bash going forward.
I mean, hell, they got but what 2 weeks.
They'll make up something in the next, like by next week they'll have something set up.
Yeah, I mean, they got some time. I'm just saying, it ain't but 2 weeks. Yeah, if it's at the end of July.
Yeah, when it comes to these special shows, they just be playing games. They be like, all right, bro. Last week of the week before, they be like, all right, bro, here's the match. Yeah, No Mercy ain't till September, and then we gonna get what was it? It was another pay-per-view that they had said that's gonna be in October. Oh, Halloween Havoc. Yeah, it's gonna be October 27th.
NXT be getting all the old WWE pay-per-views and all the WCW pay-per-views. Halloween Havoc, Great American Bash,
No Mercy.
No Mercy. That's an old WWE one.
Have they gone Armageddon yet?
I'm not certain. I think they may have. I know they finna get which one they just apply for? Trademark on? Is it Super Brawl?
Yeah, Super Brawl.
Yeah, so they go another one from WCW. I feel like they did Road Wild too.
That might have been Roadblock.
Like oh, it's close enough.
But hey, we'll see y'all next time for NXT. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, Again, like, comment, subscribe, and share. 4 simple
It's
things.
greatly appreciated.
Nothing
If you're
crazy.
enjoying what you're seeing, pass it on to others, man. Put them on so we can put them on. You feel me?
Exactly. But we'll see y'all next time. We'll be here for AEW tomorrow. But till then, thank you for joining us today in the MVPs Lounge. The MVPs are out.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody. The Bears.
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.